Hello traders, good evening. This is a free FX video brought to you on the day of the FOMC, that's the Federal Open Market Committee rate decision. It is 6:45 GMT. We're live in 15 minutes to bring the latest on the outcome of the rate decision. Now, I will be recording this in segments, therefore it won't be live the whole way through. So just to show you here, as you can see the charts on my FXCM market scope trading station, you'll see that the US dollar is on a pause on the 5-minute chart. We're hovering here, and also you see on the side the Kiwi dollar. We are also hovering just above the 0.69 level. Okay, and you also see that there are a few interests here in terms of the dollar pairs. We have obviously the euro dollar and also waiting for a decision. We have the pound dollar as well and other pairs. So what we're going to do for this broadcast, we're going to wait now and pause this recording. We have 13 minutes to go now to the rate decision. Then we're going to go live for a little bit just as the results come out, and then watch the reaction on the charts live for a few minutes. And then we're going to pause it again, wait for the Janet Yellen press conference at 7:30, and then take it up from there again to see again whether her words have any further effect on price action. Okay, so that's the structure of our broadcast, which is going to be a quarter of an hour long in total. Okay, so good luck and let's see what the markets bring. Hello traders, and we are resuming our broadcast. So what is the situation? We have 5 minutes to go to the rate decision from the Federal Reserve Bank of the United States. We have 3 charts now up on the screen. You'll see the US dollar 5-minute chart on the left, the pound Kiwi, which is one of my favorite pairs at the moment, 5-minute chart as well, and to the right the Kiwi dollar, US dollar. So, and basically we don't really have any other charts up because it would be quite difficult to fit them all in. On my mobile phone off screen, I have the S&P 500 chart, 5 minutes, and I'm watching that one as well. At the moment, it's peaking up with small green candles, but it has sort of been a little bit bearish today, just falling under the 2100 level down to 2090. So just playing with that level. I'm watching that one because it's a measure of risk. So depending on what the press conference will give us after the rate decision itself, we might, from the S&P 500's behavior, we might see what kind of risk implications, what sort of risk echo might be gathered from this rate decision. In other words, if the bank, if the federal bank is going to be bullish and it's going to behave in a use a rhetoric that even with a rate hold might suggest that they are serious about a rate hike this year, then you know, there may be a correction in the S&P 500. Okay, and by correction I mean serious correction. Okay, now you can see from the charts at the moment that the US dollar is behaving just momentarily with a slight bearishness. The pound Kiwi is all over the place, and the Kiwi dollar is taking the opposing view, obviously, of the US dollar, peaking up. So it's a strange situation, and the S&P 500 is obviously taking the opposing view of the US dollar. Okay, I'm going to just pause here for a moment and wait another 3 minutes to the rate decision itself. Okay, we have less than 20 seconds to go from now. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7 o'clock. Now, let's see what hits the wires. Ladies and gentlemen, we have possibly one of the most market-moving events of the year right in front of us. Now, you see a lot of red candles there, and then a blue candle here. Yes, I wonder what's going on. Oh, US dollar going up by a lot. Pound Kiwi going down by a lot. And Kiwi US dollar going down a lot. The dollar is jumping about here a lot. US Federal Open Market Committee rate decision 0.25 actual. So rate hold, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing changed. Okay, so expected by the market, no change. No change, it's official. Now, the market was positioned for this. Okay, so but the Fed forecasts imply 2 rate hikes in 2015. I see on the Daily FX real-time news feed. I also see that the Fed sees 2016 jobless rate 4.9% to 5.1%. Now the S&P 500 chart is quite bullish. The Euro USD chart, here goes. There it is. A big candle, a big doji. Doesn't know what it's doing. It's going down, it's going anywhere. Is it going anywhere? We don't know. But Fed leaves rate unchanged, downgrades GDP, unemployment rate, and inflation forecast relative to March. So this is what we're getting. Look at the volume here, 30 million units in 5 minutes for the Kiwi dollar. Like the Euro USD, squished into a doji. No direction yet. Pound Kiwi, very bullish somehow. US dollar, 5 minutes, a little bit bearish. Here's the Euro dollar again. Massive candle, look at this tail. 1.12 to 1.13, 100 pips. Okay, it was to be expected, to be fair. The FOMC, the Fed says labor market slack has diminished somewhat. Economy is expanding moderately, job growth picked up. The S&P 500 chart off screen is shooting up from about 2085 to 2100 and past. The Euro USD, again, possibly bullish. To wait and see. Kiwi USD here on the right hand side. Pound Kiwi, not sure what it's doing. US dollar, bearish for now. Okay, the press conference from the Fed will be live soon, so we'll be following that when it comes. But for now, we're going to pause here. Okay, to say that we want to cover that as well, and just to finish that we will see in a few minutes how the market settles, but before the press conference and then after as well. So we'll just wait there and see what happens. Please, ladies and gentlemen, do not, and I repeat, do not position yourselves. Whatever you do, whatever you see, do not trade this. And I'm sure you won't be watching me saying that. You'll know better. But anyway, hopefully everything will take direction following this mayhem. Okay, see you soon. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is 20 seconds now to the start of the Yellen press conference from the Fed live today, Wednesday, the 17th of June. 3 seconds to go. I'm watching the conference live and reporting back to you on this video. Here we are. Watch the charts and the reaction to her comments. You'll see that after the initial rallies and whipsaws, we are paused and poised for another assault to the sensors, so to speak. So the 3 charts in front of you, US dollar 5-minute, Euro USD 5-minute, and Kiwi US dollar 5-minute, are all pausing for thought. Okay, and off chart I've got the S&P 500, which has gone back almost to where it started after a rally up and then dropped down to below 2100. Okay, here's the chairwoman of the Federal Reserve Bank. Yellen is taking her place on the podium and beginning the conference. Okay, I'm going to pause here for a moment and get back to you once we have a few more comments. Okay, Yellen is saying that the importance of the first increase should not be overstated, and that it's dependent on the economic data. So, and that the Fed will pursue the target of 2% inflation and maximum employment. She's about to review the economic developments in the US. Janet Yellen is now saying that there will be gradual increases in the federal funds rate, but this will be probably appropriate in the future. However, at the moment, given the data in the labor market and in unemployment and inflation, it may be appropriate to keep the rate stable for a while yet. And so, you know, this possibly may not be for a while. And the US dollar, as you can see from the charts, is reacting bearishly to these news, or rather news to these words. And the Euro USD is marking a rise above the 1.13 level. The Kiwi dollar is also rising above the 0.69, 69.50. The S&P 500 is rising again above 2100. Hello, just resuming what I was saying earlier, that there does seem to be much of a reaction to Yellen's comments, and she's saying that there is no guarantee of, you know, reaching a certain set of data will move the Fed forward, but they are committed to a rate hike, but there is too much attention on the rate hike, the first rate hike itself, rather than on the trajectory of the Federal Reserve Bank. And she's also saying that you know, there's a lot of speculation in the markets as to when the first rate hike will take place, but you know, members' views, you know, among the FOMC committee will evolve as data unfolds. This seems to still have a bearish effect on the US dollar, as you can see on the chart. We're actually going to finish here, wrap it up, because I think all that had to be heard has been heard, and we'll comment on the pairs later. Thank you very much for listening, and please send any comments, like this video when you can. Happy trading.